What is up, guys? EJ here, aka PuckBond007, and welcome to the Movie Reviewers 100, this great collaboration channel on YouTube and Facebook that I'm proud to be a part of. So, unfortunately, this week is another tribute week. We've had quite a few of these lately. A lot of great people from Hollywood have been passing away, and last week is no exception. We lost the great Harold Ramis, writer, director, producer, actor, one of the great comedic voices of the 1980s, along with people like John Hughes. Yeah, one of the most influential people in comedy in the late 70s and the 80s. Changed the way sort of comedy was done at the time. Came from Second City. And yeah, a lot of modern comedy today would not be the same without the contributions of people like Harold Ramis. Worked on so many classic films, all of which I love, from Animal House, Caddyshack, Stripes, of course, Ghostbusters, and in remembrance, I'm wearing my Ghostbusters shirt. Um, Groundhog Day. Just a great director and really warm and genuine person, from what I've heard and gathered from reading celebrities' thoughts on the man. He was great in films like Knocked Up just recently. He was really sort of sweet and tender as Seth Rogen's father in that film. And of course, everybody loves him as Egon from Ghostbusters. Yeah, just a prolific writer, director, producer, and actor. Worked with so many great people as well. I mean, John Belushi, Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, John Candy, yeah, Rodney Dangerfield. So many greats of 80s comedy. Dan Aykroyd. Yeah, just a great guy and a great person in Hollywood. So the film I'm going to talk about today stars one of those people I mentioned, and that is, of course, Bill Murray. And the movie I'm going to talk about is Meatballs from 1979. Now, I remember seeing this a lot when I was a kid, and I had fond memories of it. I only just picked it up on DVD, the special edition, I think in January, early January, and I rewatched it yesterday. I will say I don't think it's aged as well as I had remembered. Bill Murray plays this guy called Trapper. He's like the head counselor at a summer camp, of course. Summer camp is very popular in the U.S. for 80s and 90s kids. Parents just send off their kids to these summer camps out in the woods by the lake to grow and have fun, summer romances. Sort of get in the community spirit, enjoy various activities and stuff. But Bill Murray is the head counselor at this summer camp called North Star, and he's a little too old to be the head counselor at a camp like this. I mean, he looks like he's 35 in this film, and he's like mentoring. I mean, there's 6-year-olds, there's 11-year-olds, there's 12-year-olds, and the rest of the camp counselors all look like they're sort of late teenagers, 17, 18-year-olds, and he just looks way out of place in my opinion. Yeah, Bill Murray, a great actor, of course. This is one of his early starring roles after his success on SNL, and yeah, it's an interesting performance by him because it's basically he carries the whole movie. It's him riffing and ad-libbing the whole time. All the rest of the cast are seen through his eyes, sort of. He takes this young 12-year-old boy who's kind of shy and reserved and doesn't want to be at camp. He doesn't really fit in, and he sort of takes him under his wing, shows him the ropes. Yeah, it's a fun film. It's got some funny moments. Bill Murray's one-liners are like keep coming at you throughout the movie, and but beyond that, I'll say it just hasn't aged as well as I thought it had. It's it's not as raunchy and as risque as I thought I remembered it to be. There's basically no nudity at all, and if you know me, you should know that I do enjoy a bit of gratuitous nudity in my, especially my '80s comedies about a summer camp. I mean, you've got some good-looking women in this film. I'll give it that. But yeah, no boobs, unfortunately. But the script is really good. It was co-written by Harold Ramis. That's why I chose this film. Him and three other writers, in fact. The film was directed by Ivan Reitman, another great director of the '80s. Directed Stripes and directed both Ghostbusters films. A whole bunch of other films as well. Since then, yeah, really good director in his own right, and his son, of course, is a great director as well. Yeah, Meatballs is a fun movie. It's a nostalgic movie. I mean, this was before I moved to the States, so I never had the experience of summer camp. But I'm sure lots of you Americans who are my age or a little bit younger probably remember going to summer camp when you were a kid. Um, I imagine what it must be like back in those days, back in the late '70s, early '80s. Yeah, there's not much plot to speak of. Like I said, it's a lot of Bill Murray riffing. I mean, they have the kids for the summer. There's like a rival camp called Camp Mohawk that they get into a sort of competition with. But beyond that, there isn't really much growth or plot development in this film. It's just a sort of vehicle for Bill Murray to show his comedic chops, really, and he really is the star and the one who has to carry the movie. So that is my choice for Harold Ramis Tribute Week. Yeah, an iconic figure in '80s comedy. So many great movies to choose from, so look forward to the guys' videos the rest of the week. It's going to be a good week, another sad tribute week. So thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.
Bond. James Bond.